Howdy, folks. How are you doing? Good to see you. It is Friday and it's a little dark. Let's alter that.
Hey.
There we go.
There we go.
That's much better. Got the light on. So how have you guys been? How are things? Is everybody good? Good to see you. It is Friday. We made it. And apologies, we are a bit late.
I mean, a bacon toasted sandwich.
There we are.
It was almost deconstructed because the bread was just falling everywhere. I was like, oh my god.
The problem is with that bread, this is M&S bread, right? Whenever I put it in the toaster, it just falls apart. I don't know why it does. Maybe it's our toaster. But anyway, guys, how have you been? What have you been up to? Dwayne, hello.
Hi, Dwayne. I hope you're well.
How are you doing, Dwayne? You good? Everything all right? Hey, St. Cot, how you doing?
Hope you're well.
Good to see you. So, guys, just as a quick plug, you may have seen actually. So now, normally, I'm really good. Good. I need a big favor. All right. Tell us your big favor. We will see what we can
What
do.
do you need?
Yeah. So normally I've got videos ready to go, but I tell you something. This afternoon tea video that I've just put up is taken ages for me to edit. So the Kai afternoon tea will be up this Sunday. You'll see it there. I really hope you guys like it. It's one of the best afternoon teas we've been to. I'm going to plug it right there just to say it. It was absolutely phenomenal. So, yes, I hope you enjoy. Kit Noodles, hello.
Hi, Kit Noodles. Hope you're well.
She says early this time. Good to see. Sam, how you doing?
Hope you're well, Sam.
How you doing? How is things, Sam? Everything okay? I know, have the guys moved out yet? Are you officially the space to yourself? Let us know. And how have things been? Yeah, so Dwayne, go on, tell us, what is your big favor? What do you need? Looking forward to St. Cot. Oh, do you know what, St. Cot? I think you'll really enjoy, not necessarily the video, but I think you'll really enjoy the afternoon tea. I hope you enjoy the video. But this is the afternoon tea I think you would really, really enjoy. It was just the theatre in it, the things, it was so good and it was so reasonable. It really, really was. Dwayne said, have you both got Facebook? If you gave, I need to those Cross Hill schools and comment number 10, please. It's a challenge with the whole school. Well, I'm not on Facebook. We do have a Facebook page, which Sam manages. Sam, we are so grateful for you running that as well, because we are terrible at running more than one social media page. So what's this thing that you're doing for the school? What have you got there? Maybe not mention your school. I'm just going to delete that comment just because you mentioned your school. It's not always good to mention your school. So I'm only removing it so people don't, just to keep you safe, Dwayne. That's the only reason I'm mentioning it. Where are we? Sam said, yeah, just sent you a picture of baking with Nana, lemon and sultana mini sponges. Oh, I have to take a look at that. We'll take a look at that. Sam said, it's still moving stuff to the new place, but not slept there yet. Oh. You know what? It must be so exciting. Must be so exciting moving from place to place. Is it a bit weird as well? You've got boxes everywhere. They say that's one of the most stressful things you can do in life is actually move. Oh, it's for World Book Day. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have our Facebook. I thought Kelly was looking at the Facebook page. No. We do have our Facebook page. Check out on Facebook.
No, because Sam said she sent a picture. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, no, I know. So we do have a Facebook page. It's on Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips and Things. Check it out. Have a look there. And let us know what you need us to do, because I'm not quite sure you need us to do. So let us know what we need to do. Right, let's have a look. Oh, wow. So this is Baking with Nana. Is that okay to show Sam first, if that's okay? I've got to check before I send it out. But they do look really, really good. Well, Liam, how you doing?
Hey, Liam. Hope you're well.
How are things? You good? Good to see you guys. Right. I'll wait for Sam to approve. But yeah, so Sam has been doing some baking. This looks really, really good. And it's lemon and sultana mini sponges. I need to comment number 10 on my school website. All right. Okay. All right, let us know. Right, so that I'm not sure how we do that, but
yeah, the only problem is while we would ordinarily do it, you can't give us the name of the school. Otherwise, I'm just very conscious of the young viewers on this channel, and I am always very conscious that I always want you to be safe. I want everyone to be safe, not just young, but I want everyone to be safe. And so you should only do limited information on social media. As far as I'm concerned, I know that, you know, you've got Snapchat and the Gram and whatever other platforms out there, but I still maintain the fact that I do want everyone to be safe.
Yeah, that is true.
And sometimes, you know, we get excited and we want to say all of this stuff, but you don't realize that, or maybe you do, is that lots of people, it's not just us. Once we finish, like a load of other people then watch the live, and we hope that maybe, you know, it will spread to loads of other people. So I always want people to be safe online. I don't ever want you to give out too much information and stuff like that, for your safety, you know. So,
but yeah, we will definitely give a big up for your World Book Day, that is for sure. So I hope what are you going dressed up as? Are you going dressed up as anything? Sam said, Mark, my place has been so full for so long. So much stuff just of mine to go through. After they've left, some I haven't seen for over a decade.
Wow.
Well, do you know what, Sam? I've got to say, we are terrible. So upstairs, we have a bedroom that we have got loads of junk we bought from Florida.
2 bedrooms, not
well, oh no, from this, it's work like that. And we put it in a corner somewhere, and then we piled it on more stuff, on more stuff, on more stuff. Is anybody the same, or are you
organized?
Yeah, organized, unlike us. I think what's the opposite of us? Yeah, organized is probably a good word. But yeah, do you guys do that? Do you just pile it on and leave it, or are you very meticulously organized? A flatmate of mine many years ago, I had loads of junk in my room, right? It was just piled high of books and all stuff. I moved out for a bigger room, and this guy moved into my room. And I went in there and I thought, oh wow, this is how it should look. It was so minimalist. I said, where's all your books? He goes, I don't need them. I've got them all on my Kindle. And I said, well, where's all your records? I don't need them, Mark. I've got them all on my iPad. This is a few years ago. And it's true, you don't. I just like to have the
physical stuff.
Where are we? The cakes are delicious. But yeah, so I know what you mean about moving. Do let us know that if you're all right for us to share. Dwayne said it was yesterday and all the votes needed to be done by Sunday.
Oh.
So can we go on your school website and vote? Is that what you're saying? Is that right? How does it work? Because I'm not quite sure how it works. So just excuse my ignorance. I'm not on Facebook, so I never ever get how it works. Where are I? Yeah, so Sam, let us know if you're right with these cakes. These cakes do look good. Yeah, school website. All right, okay. But don't tell us the school.
No, it's just those ones.
Oh, just those ones. So
that was the ones the last time.
All right, okay. Okay, right, okay. So yeah. Don't tell us the school. Don't put your school on the chat because it's public thing as well.
You know what? For us older ones, I was editing last night, so you'll see. If you're on MK Vacays, sorry, my mouth's full.
Liam said, what are you having for dinner?
Bacon toasted sandwich with my mayo. So, last night I was editing, and then I was on my phone, and guess what popped up for us older generation? Grange Hill. So I went back. I don't know why it popped up, but it popped up, and I was talking to Mark about it because I absolutely loved Grange Hill when I was growing up.
Did it ding ding?
So I was watching it, but I went back onto that specific person. I can't remember what YouTuber it was, and I went to episode 1 because I never see. Because whenever you watch a series, if the series has been going for a while, it's unlikely you would have seen episode 1. The only ones that I remember seeing the episode of was EastEnders and what was that? Was it called Desperate? No, what was that one that they did abroad? It only went for about a year. It was called El something.
El Dorado.
Was it El Dorado? No. It was El something. If you guys remember, let me know. It was a Spanish-based series. Was it El Dorado?
El Dorado.
So they had that was the only one I caught the first episode of at live, and EastEnders was the other one I caught the first episode live. So I remember those. Well, I don't really remember El Dorado one, but I do remember EastEnders one. And so I had never watched Grange Hill, the first episode. So if you guys, the older guys, remember Grange Hill, drop it in the chat and let us know.
There you go. I don't know what Kate was talking about, but there we are. Right, so El Dorado.
Grange.
Right. Now, no, Green Show, I remember.
Yeah, but I'm talking about watching the first episodes and remembering those first episodes.
Oh, Sam said Zachary wants to share his cake pictures and say hello, Mark and Kelly. Hello,
Oh,
Zachary.
hi, Zachary.
And he's touching the screen to say hello. Here we go. I'm touching the screen. There you go, Zachary.
Bless you.
We're touching the screen. Right, okay. These are right. I've got to tilt them because we got a spotlight there. Hang on, let me move my face as well. I'll move out the way. Sorry.
Well, you move your face, but not the phone.
I am. Right, there you go. So these are, they're not focusing very well. These are the wonderful lemon and sultana cakes that Zachary has baked with a tiny bit of help from Nana. So they look, oh, come on, zoom it. There we go. Look at those. They look amazing. They look so good. They look so, do you know what? There's something about when raisins cook and they just kind of catch the heat on the end. They do look incredible. That's more of them. That's actually a different one. Yeah, that's those two. They do look incredible. Some they look amazing. Hey, Charlie, how are you doing?
Hey, Charlie, hope you're well.
627 followers. Well done. 3 more than last time. You're shifting up the gears. Well done.
You are.
What's the next video, Charlie? What are you up to? Sam said, oh, he makes Kelly bars. What's a Kelly bar? Oh, Zachary, tell us what a Kelly bar is, Zachary. I like this one. My head's going all over the place. Right, enough of that about my hair. Right, now, guys, you would have seen, while Kelly finishes her sandwich, Kelly did go to Bread Ahead. We got some little goodies to try today. I wasn't expecting to do this, actually.
I made a special trip.
Yeah, there we are. Now, you may have seen, some of you guys, we did go to Bread Ahead for their afternoon tea. Thoroughly recommend their afternoon tea. It's very, very reasonable. It's only, what was it, 30-something pounds? I forget what it was.
If you're a first time, if you are looking for a first time afternoon tea, even if you're not looking for a first time, but I'm just saying it's a good starter afternoon tea, Bread Ahead.
Absolutely. I totally agree with Kelly. It is really, really, really good. It's and I was actually surprised actually how quiet it was when we got there. It was just hardly anybody there. Now, Bread Ahead are over London. I don't know if they're around the UK. There's one in Dubai apparently, which actually surprised me. If you check their
There's lots of things in Dubai now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But these are all over London, so they've got them pretty much all over London. Right, let's have a little look at some of these.
This one's in Sloane Square, by the way. Okay. The afternoon tea.
Yeah, the afternoon tea is.
Yeah.
I thought you meant this one as well. What's this? Ooh, what's this? Oh, I'm not sure what Kelly bars are, says Sam. I'll have to invent them. Oh, look at this.
Now, you may have to put this in the air fryer.
This looks a bit... Now, first of all, I thought it looked like something out of Alien, but it's not. Isn't that a...
Cheese and olive.
Cheese and olive. Oh, very nice. All right. It's not going to fit in the air fryer, so I think we'll have to eat a little bit.
You'd have to cut it in half.
In the air fryer. There we are. There's that. We've also got... Now, Bread Ahead, we've banged on and banged on and banged on about donuts and stuff, but this isn't a donut.
No.
Oh, wow. That, check this out.
A cinnamon bun.
Cinnamon bun. That is all icing on there. Now, their icing is absolutely delicious. It's almost like a cream cheese frosting, I think, that one.
Yeah, cream cheese frosting.
This we have...
That is a pistachio and chocolate croissant.
Look at that. Pistachio and chocolate. Is it going to be a bit like the pistachio and chocolate thing you get from... What's it? Is it Dubai?
No.
No.
I do have a Dubai chocolate here, which is the kunafi chocolate, but it's not the big viral one. But someone did bring this back for me from Dubai.
So we will have to try that sample. Oh, look at this. Check this.
Spinach and feta.
Spinach and feta. I'm shocked you got that.
So that'd be you. Oh, well, I'm not trying it because I don't like feta, but it'd be you, Liam, and probably St. Colt would enjoy it.
Spanakopita?
No.
Bless you. Anyway, sorry. Right, so we've got that to try. So we will try
Not as sorry as I am because I have to put up with the dad
No,
jokes.
she loves it. She loves the jokes. Right, Sam, right, there's a question. Before we do this, there's a question from Sam, and this is open to everybody. If Kelly could have a dream Kelly bar, what would it be like? So before Kelly answers that, we'll let you guys say, if you were to be a Kelly bar, what would it be? What do you think would epitomize Kelly? So you could so chat that in the chat. What do you think it would be? Would it be a type of chocolate? Would it be a savory bar? Would it be? Let us know. I've got in my head what I think it would be. Let's see what you guys think as well. I'm thinking.
Well, don't say anything. I'd be shocked if you didn't know the main thing that would be in that bar.
Well,
anyway, let's not talk about it. And let's see what everyone else thinks.
I was going to see what everybody else thinks. I've got two things it could potentially be, but I'm not going to say. Yeah, I'll let you guys think. So that is the thing. I'll let you guys do. So you guys are in charge of inventing a Kelly bar. So what would it be? Sam, also as well, is your questions are open to you. What would it be? So you're in charge. You have to make a snack called a Kelly bar, which epitomizes Madame here. What's it going to be? Right. So we'll start on this. We'll let you guys check that in the chat. So shall I start with it? As you're not going to have this.
I don't. You might want to chuck that in the air fryer.
No, I want to try it cold first, and then I'll put it in the air fryer. So this is the spinach and feta from Bread Ahead. Now it does look quite good. Look at the size of the spinach in there. There's a generous portion of feta there. Look at those layers as well. There's some nice lamination there. I'm going to try this first.
To me, it looks hideous, but
well, if you don't like feta, you don't like this sort of thing. You're not going to like it.
I don't mind spinach. Be careful of that knife. Look, do you see how he slammed that down? Rather, he take out my eye.
There's lemon in that. And really good. So basically, they put lemon in the spinach. I can really tell a citrusy taste. There's a lot of feta in there, which is delicious. Look how much feta.
I know. Oh.
But what's good about this? Look at all those layers. Look at all.
The pastry looks amazing.
The pastry is really buttery. It's got a lot of layers to it. Lovely lamination in there. That is absolutely delicious. I've got to say, I will try it warm, but that is.
I can't. I reckon it'll be 10. I wouldn't eat that because I don't like feta. But I can only imagine that it would be 10 times better warm.
It's really, really good. Now, interestingly, let me put the knife down before Kelly freaks out.
What, to take out my eye? I would freak out about that.
There we go. Look, so if you can see, there isn't much feta that side. So it seems, but there is that side. So it seems to be all crammed in one corner. But it is really, really good. The layers on that. Oh, if I can show you.
While you're dropping it in my tea.
See? Can you see the layers? Really, really good. That is absolutely phenomenal.
Marky's going to eat that before he even touches the air fryer.
That, I've got to say, is really, really good. That's the bread. I'll leave the rest of it. A, because I'll put it in the air fryer just to try it. And B, so I can score it. So it's Bread Ahead, spinach and feta wrap. No. Pastry.
You just said spinach and feta. You didn't say
spinach and feta thing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Where are we? Sam said. No. Sorry. We had that question. Sunkot said that looks good. Oh, Sunkot, it is really, really good. I don't know. It's so tasty. I would definitely recommend getting one of these.
He's already eaten over half of it.
I have. That's how good it is. And then, although I'm hungry, and they always say never eat when you're hungry, you can never do a true review. But that's not, I always disagree. I think that's when the food tastes best, when you're really hungry. Sam said, so this is going back to the Kelly bars, I'd maybe try to be inspired with Mauritian cuisine and use those flavors. Ooh! Very good thinking. I wouldn't have said that.
No, I wouldn't have said that.
And that's how good Sam is with the flavors.
Yeah.
Hey, Tia, how are you?
Hi, Tia. I hope you're well.
How are you doing, Tia? You good? So you just joined us. If you just joined us, we are right in the middle of a Bread Ahead review. I have just tried the spinach and feta pastry, I'll call it.
See, when Sam says that, automatically, when you mention Mauritius, the sea popped in because it's so blue, it's like sapphire. The white sand popped in my head. The Mauritian colours popped into my head. Pineapple popped into my head. Lychee, coconut, all of those pop at once. As soon as you mentioned it, I was like, boom. And then, and I didn't even think of those types of flavors at all because I'm so been living here. Well, never lived in Mauritius, but westernized, and all my taste buds are sort of like for here. I didn't even think about Mauritius.
No, I didn't either. Do you know what I thought? I will say what I thought. I thought either something like a version of a. I do it something slightly different, but I have a version of a pina colada bar, or I'd have a version of a Black Forest Gatto. Those would be the two ones that I would have had. So, but
that wasn't in my mind, but yeah.
But I mean a version of it, so it wouldn't be just a plain Black Forest Gatto cake. I'd jazz it up a little bit somehow. So I'd either have some contro in it or something like that, something that you like that gives it a little bit of a different.
You mean amaretto?
Amaretto. So yeah, you know, I get confused. Right. Okay. Now next up. This does look great. Look.
That's going to fall because it's broken in the middle.
No, it's okay. Look at that. So you've got the cheese coming out of it, and look at the twist in it. All those, and you can see the number of olives that are in there. That is really, really good. That's really good. Right. So now Kelly is right. This is not going to fit in the air fryer. Let's take a little bit before we air fry and a little bit after we air fry. So do you want to take? So this is what's it called? The olive knots?
No, it's just olive and cheese. I don't know if it's called olive. They call it like olive and cheese bread or.
Typical. Can't take her anywhere. Right, here we go. Right, here we go.
You can really taste the olives in that. Nice.
Kelly's absolutely right. Do you want to try a bit of the cheese?
No, I'll try it when it's in the air fryer. I think it'll be better because it's quite hard, and not hard, but a little bit tough. As in to, but I feel that needs to be air fried to get the full benefit.
Kelly's right. It's quite tough as it is, but when I say tough, the center's extra soft.
Yeah.
What's nice about it, it's got a really, like Kelly says, absolutely right. It's got a beautiful olive flavor into it because there's so many olives in there. I think obviously when it's baked, the flavors of that olive is incorporated in that bread. That is so good.
The cheese is nice, but it's not overpowering. It's quite nice and sort of not subtle, but you can tell the cheese is there for sure. But it doesn't overpower anything because sometimes you can get cheeses and they overpower everything. But this complements it. It complements the bread. It complements the olives. Yeah, very nice.
Tia said, thank you for reviewing that roast. So you mean Lombard Street. I hate when pork belly doesn't have a crispy crackling. So funnily enough, now one of the things we do is we like to, obviously when we review, it's not only, we always go, and we always say this, we always go with the intention of giving a good review. That's what we want to do. We want to like it. But equally as well, we think of you guys and think, you know, would we want you guys to spend the money to go there? So that's why we showed Lombard Street as it was. I think for £105 for 2 people for roast dinner.
Or I just saw so many TikTokers and YouTubers raving about this.
I know.
It was like that other place. Where did we go? Swiss Butter. Right. Okay.
Right. You carry on. I'm going to warm this up.
You know what?
Should I warm these 2 or these 2?
Yeah, if you want to warm the
No, this one or this one, should I warm?
Whichever one you want, darling. It's fine.
All right.
So the thing is, with Swiss butter, if you're young, you know, and when I say young, you know, if you're in your 20s somewhere or you're younger and blah blah blah, and you, not to say that your palate hasn't developed yet or anything like that, but you're still getting to know your palate. You're still getting to know your flavors that you like and all of that stuff. That's a perfect place. Young first date or whatever, you're in your late teens, your early 20s. It's really nice. It's very reasonable. The atmosphere it's nice, and I can't fault it for that. So Swiss butter. However, I'll tell you here and now that steak was chewy. The salmon was overdone. It was dry. Like. I mean, the green sauce is nice. Don't get me wrong. It is very nice. And I think it is value for money. for sure. Definitely, it's value for money. Would I go there again? Only if somebody wanted to go. I personally wouldn't go. I may go if you guys said, do you know what? Can you go back to Swiss Butter and try it? I would go again. I'll be real with you, as I was there. Like for me, it might be a little bit of an exaggeration what I'm about to say, but it's dead. Dead.
What was interesting, I think I said to you guys, so when we went to Swiss Butter, not Lombard Street, but Swiss Butter, that was a video about, that's quite a video several months ago. I heard a couple, two ladies next to us, say to the waiter, this steak is really tough. And he said, oh, that's because it's sirloin. And I didn't say anything because I thought I don't want to interrupt or anything like that. But I thought sirloin shouldn't be tough.
I've done enough sirloins and enough ribeyes to know what if you want. I tell you where to go. If you want a good value steak and you don't want to pay over the top, Flat Iron. Go to Flat Iron. It will be. You don't get the variety of the salmon and the chicken and all that. They just do steak. But the steak there is so good. I promise you, it will not be. You know, and you get the free popcorn and then you get the free ice cream after. The aubergine parmigiana is delicious. The bone marrow mash, delicious. It's all really good food. Really good food. Thoroughly 100% recommend Flat Iron over Swiss Butter. Now, Flat Iron is only slightly more expensive.
I'm having a bit of cheese.
This is what I say when he's going to finish everything.
Well, you see,
I buy stuff, he finishes it.
That's my job, though. My job is to review food.
Uh-huh.
Sam said, we shan't call Kelly's Mauritian Dream Bar. Oh, that's that Mauritian Dream Bar.
Mauritian Dream Bar.
Tropical fruity yumminess. You need a little bit of edge in there. I'm only joking. Right, Sam said, oh, Zachary's lying on his little nest on the floor watching Mark and Kelly.
Oh,
on
hi,
his tablet.
Zachary.
Right, a question for Zachary. Zachary, what is your favourite cake that you and Nanny bake? What is your favourite cake that you and Nanny bake? That's our question to you. Sam said, or is it could be like a chocolate-covered Turkish delight, but a Mauritian delight.
Oh,
what would you?
Do you know what? I do like Turkish delight. So I like Turkish delight, yes or no. I like good Turkish delight because there are some terrible ones out there.
Yeah.
And while I never liked Fry's Turkish delight in the big, I do like the thin. There are some thin ones. I think Tesco do them. They're like after eights, but Turkish delight. So very thin with a thin layer of chocolate on it. I love that. I do like chocolate covered fruit. I don't like a lot of it, but I do like chocolate covered pineapple and stuff like that. I'm not a lover of you know, like Bounty and stuff like that. I'm not a lover of that type of
The Taste of Paradise.
Sorry. That's Turkish delight.
No. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was throwing it at that. I'm getting the things mixed up. Tia said, I've realised influencers manipulate you into spending your money on expensive restaurants just for the vibes. 80% of the time, I've been disappointed by the food.
I know.
Well, do you know what, Tia? It's so true you say that. Because we sometimes see it on TikTok or something. We say, all right, we'll go there.
We'll go there, yeah.
Yeah, so we can review it for you guys. And then when we go, and then, you know, for example, Swiss Butter, as Kelly said, perfect example. Lombard Street, again, perfect example.
What was the Coffee Addict? Huh?
Yeah,
Coffee Addict's the worst one.
So perfect example. All these places, you see people trying to go. Oh my God,
no.
So we went, and I thought, okay, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I ordered the wrong thing. So I give it the benefit of that. And we always go there, trying to, you know, we want to give it a good review. And we want to enjoy it.
We want to like it.
But we're going to be honest. If we don't think it is up to par, we will say to you guys.
I will tell you.
So Lombard Street, the food was okay, but I've got to say, for £105, as I said, for two, there are much better places to go value for money.
To be fair, it wasn't dead, right? But
no, it was
Coffee Addict, dead.
That was terrible.
Dead.
But Lombard Street was good, but not. But when you're paying that, I'm expecting it up here.
Yeah,
I'm expecting up here.
I didn't enjoy my meal. I thought it was below mediocre, but that's just my opinion.
Hi, Catherine. How you
Hey,
doing?
Catherine.
You
Hope you're
well?
well. I thought it was below average. I didn't rate. I didn't think it was all that. To give me rubbery crackling. What's that about? You're meant to be like, you know, you're charging like £100 or whatever, unlimited size, this and blah blah blah, and your sides aren't. Do you know what I mean? When I can, if I'm going for a roast dinner and the only thing that I can rate is carrots, parsnips, and Yorkshire pudding, there's a problem. And why was there no mash? Well, mind you, if the roast potatoes were terrible, I'm sure the mash was going to be terrible as well. Yeah. But I went fully expecting to enjoy that, and unfortunately I did not.
Right, okay, so sorry guys, if you've just joined us, we are doing a bread ahead review, and we always get distracted as always do. So we've done the spinach and feta wrap, but I'm going to try these now, and this is the olive bread, but I've just air fried these, so we're going to give these a go. Now careful, because it is hot, so be careful. Where are we? Zachary said his favorite cake he bakes is with Nana is broccoli cake. What's broccoli cake? Zachary, what is broccoli cake? It sounds interesting, actually. Is that like if you do bake that as well? I can imagine you having that with cheese, almost like a savoury cake. Sam says, hi, Tia, hi, Catherine. Tia said, the cheaper, authentic food made by aunties is what I go for now. As I get older, I appreciate eating Asian food out a lot more. Do you know what, Tia? I totally agree with you. I think sometimes as well, certain places want to market it just for westernized palates. But then sometimes as well, when you've got that proper authentic food, there's nothing like it. And you do appreciate, like I said, I appreciate food that my mum used to cook a lot more now. I didn't as a kid, but now I do appreciate a lot more. Right, okay.
I'll take that piece because you know why? It's full of your feta.
All right, let's have some of this.
This is very, very hot, by the way.
Oh, God, yeah. No, it's much better.
100 times better.
It's a lot softer.
You get a bit more of the cheese now as well.
Also, as well, that thing, you know, when you get hot olives like you get on pizzas, it's so nice. That was really good.
I would put a little bit of garlic butter on that.
So this is the tail end of it. That's the olives. You have that as well. Right?
Mama.
Right,
I've got this.
I am going to have, so I'm going to try now the spinach and feta, but hot. So this is just gone in the air fryer.
It's going to be 100 times better, I'm sure.
Yeah, that is good. It is better hot.
Of course it is.
Not so much the spinach, but the pastry is much better hot.
What about the feta?
Yeah, it's good. Right, I got to stop picking out.
He says that, and then he'll take a bite.
I need to leave some, so I've got something to point to when we review it. Sam sent some flowers emoji. Very tropical flower emoji. Hi, Sam, said Catherine. Catherine said, yes, if you can't make roast potatoes for a roast, what are you selling? Well, do you know what? That absolutely shocked me. One of the basics you've got to get right in a roast dinner is obviously the meat itself, if you're having meat. But the roast potatoes are an absolute given.
They are a must. They are a must.
I totally agree.
And you're going to give me rubbish? No. No.
I totally agree.
And you're going to charge up
£105 for two.
No. With your supposed unlimited sides, when the sides that you brought was only barely enough for one person. No. Stop it.
Right.
Stop it.
Okay. Where are we? But you're absolutely right, Catherine. So we will. So guys, don't fear not. We will keep doing roast dinners, roast meals for the rest of this year. We've got loads more plans. So as you know, we're doing breakfast, we're doing afternoon teas, we're doing roasts. We're looking though to do other stuff as well. It's not just going to be those three. So we will be doing other things as we go as well. Whatever takes our fancy. Kelly's got some eye on some really very interesting things, I thought, as well. So we will have those booked as well. Again, keep your ideas coming. I've written down a whole load there as well. We'll try and catch up where we can, but I am definitely going to book some of the suggestions you guys have done. Sam said, there is no broccoli cake. He's just being a funny boy. That is so funny.
Broccoli cake. What?
I was just going to say, Zachary, you may have come up with an absolutely brilliant idea that nobody knows about.
Maybe like carrot cake.
You may be a multi-millionaire one day because you came up with broccoli cake that nobody else thought of, and we'll be able to say we heard it here first.
Yeah, like beetroot brownies.
So I'm eating this flaky stuff. It's so good. My favorite salad at the moment, says Sam, is spinach, watercress, and rocket.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Do you buy that ready-made, or do you make that yourself? So do you buy the spinach, the watercress, and the rocket, and then add the proportions you want?
It's Italian leaves, and that is pretty much like, you know, like the rocket, the watercress, and is pretty much the only. I can't eat lettuce, like iceberg lettuce. It doesn't agree with me at all. But those salads and Italian leaves I can eat. Yeah.
Sam said, Tia said, do you add dressing to that? Sam said, not usually, but I'm not opposed to a beautiful dressing. Tia, do you have a recommendation for a dressing, or anybody that can go with that? Tia said, someone told me Yorkshire puddings traditionally go with beef. If you're not having beef, you're not supposed to have it. Give me them all the time.
Yeah, I will have Yorkshire puddings regardless. Even if I wasn't at a roast, I would still, you know, like a Yorkshire pudding. I feel like Yorkshire pudding is one of those things, especially if it's made well. There was one time I went to someone's house, and it was the best Yorkshire pudding that I'd ever had. And I haven't had a better one since.
Well, I told you, I think it's because they have beef dripping.
I think the one that I had at Lombard Street had beef dripping in it. Still didn't touch that one that I had.
Now,
because you couldn't have it.
No,
so it must have been meat. So it must have been beef dripping.
Now then, guys, apparently, now I did read this somewhere, so this is a while ago, so I hope I've got this right. So apparently, the reason why beef Yorkshire pudding was invented many years ago, and I forget the year, they used to hang beef carcasses above fireplaces, and that's how they used to cook it. Of course, the beef would drip down, and they would catch the drippings in a tray. And apparently, one of the maids had left so what is now Yorkshire pudding batter. This batter was for something else. I think maybe for pancakes or something. She left it accidentally under this tray, and then the dripping caused it to rise, cook, and then that was where it came from. So of course the beef fat would cause all of that to cook, obviously next to the fire, and that's where it originated from apparently. And that's what you've got, Yorkshire pudding. Sam said, I buy a big bag from Lidl's for 80p. Right, so it's the ready-made stuff. Easier, much easier.
We make it from scratch.
Yeah, Tia said, I don't think you can beat a roast dinner from a classic British pub that everyone has down the road. Well, this is it, Tia. So this is our mission, to find what we think is the best roast dinner. This is going to be our mission this year. Well, one of our missions. We've got several missions. Best breakfast. We're going to carry on with our afternoon teas, as I say, and we're going to do a lot more what would I call it? Genres of food, I would say. And of course, with the lives, we'll be trying them along so you guys can see. Tia said, yes, Sam, so right. Borough Market has a Yorkshire pudding sandwich. Have you tried that?
No.
Now,
but sorry, I have tried Yorkshire pudding sandwiches before, and I don't rate them. So it will be interesting if I try that one, whether I rate it or not. But I have tried Yorkshire pudding sandwiches before, and I didn't rate it. So it'll be interesting, like I said.
So, yeah, and also, Tia, just to let you know, all this stuff we're trying from Bread Ahead, as you know, is in Borough Market.
Yeah.
So if you are passing past Borough Market, there is a Bread Ahead there.
But also, because I've been to Borough Market several times, is it a new stall? Because I knew that there was a market that did it, but I thought it was Camden. I didn't realise it was Borough Market.
Licking emojis from Sam. Christmas Day, I feel a giant Yorkshire pudding with 3 different meats and lots of gravy and sauces. It is so good. That sounds good. What are the meats you have, and what sauces do you have, Sam? Just out of interest, because we might have to replicate it. Now, you wanted to make a Christmas sandwich and you never did it.
Oh.
So Kelly wanted to get focaccia bread, especially to make this sandwich. And what was going to go in it?
Stuffing, the leftover, like whether it's going to be pork or lamb or beef, cranberry sauce, pigs in blanket.
But never had it. I tell you what, because that was your fault. Every time you bought a focaccia, you let it go off.
Because were your family here or not?
Yeah, that's true, actually. Oh, that sounds lovely, Sam, said Catherine. So, yeah. So Kelly's idea was to have focaccia bread, pigs in blankets. What else?
Whatever meat. So, beef or lamb or pork, gravy, yeah, pigs in blanket, stuffing, and cranberry sauce.
There you go.
That's what I was going to have.
I'm just going to put this here. Right. So, guys, we have tried those. Oh, there's this one to go now.
Well, I'm not eating that now.
Well, hurry up with your things. We're in the middle of a review. So the next up,
we weren't going to do a review. I just said, oh, would you like to try this on the live?
Here we go. So the next one we will be doing when Madam's ready is the pistachio and chocolate.
Why don't you mark the ones that you've tried so far?
Okay, we'll do that then. I'll read it. We'll catch up with the comments. Where are we? Oh, Tia said Black Clock do a nice roast.
They do. And I did say that to Mark.
Yeah, we have done Black Rock a couple of times actually in past videos. But
that was a long time ago. We did the roast once.
Yeah.
We've done the other thing twice.
Yeah, so that's right. So we've done the Sunday roast. No, we've done the Sunday roast twice.
No. When did we do the Sunday roast?
We did it last year, and we did the Saturday roast as well. So we've done the Saturday one and the Sunday one. The Saturday one is not as good. If you go to Blacklock, do go on the Sunday because you get a lot more choice. The Saturday is more for...
No, it's the reverse. Saturday, you get a lot more choice. Sunday's just roast.
Oh, all right. I'm pretty sure you get more choice, but I'll have to. Do you know what? It's been so long. I'd have to re-review that video.
Well, Sunday's only roast.
Yeah,
so
that's
not a choice. But on the Saturday, you get different choices of different things. But on the Sundays, just roast. They only do roast on a Sunday.
Oh, really, Tisa? That's how I found your channel. I saw you guys review that. Oh, the Blacklock. Oh, yes. Oh, God. So yeah, that's the one that we were doing. So we will be doing. We'll probably go back to Blackrock, I'd imagine, at some point.
Yeah.
And but there are lots of other roasts we do want to try. So one of the recommendations I think Sam was saying was about trying Guy Ritchie's one. Now that might not be this year, only because you have to wait at least 9 months to get a reservation. So
9 months?
Yeah.
You can have a baby in that time.
That's what I mean. That is how long the thing is. It's a long. It's because it's Guy Ritchie's pub.
Do you know what? When you say that to me, right, I think to myself, I bet it's going to be mediocre.
Well, we will be the judge. We will let you know.
It'll be mediocre, and I'll be like.
But it's not. In all honesty, it's going to be something that we have to do later in the year because, like I said, and only purely because of the booking thing. But there are other little gems out there as well. And even us, we don't know that until we discover them. So when we look at it, I thought, oh, look at this. So we always try to sort of keep up with things like the various open table. You don't like Time Out, but I do check Time Out all the time for things as well. So I'm looking for different ones that are out there.
I don't like Time Out because I feel like sometimes they're just making stuff up. They do good coupons and stuff, but a lot of the time I'm just thinking they're just making stuff up.
What does always surprise me, I don't know if you guys do the same, is if you type in something like the best roast in my area, 3 or 4 people will review, and they are totally different. There'll be 1 or 2 in the same top 10s, but there'll be ones that are totally different in everybody's top 10. So it really is down to personal taste in your opinion.
Yeah, and it depends on if your taste matches the viewers, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
It's going to be your opinion, essentially. But sometimes I'm watching these, like I said, these TikTokers and these influencers, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? I've got a completely different experience.
Well, this is it, but it goes back to Tia's point as well. I do wonder if you're doing that to influence to get people to go.
But also, they get invited.
Yeah, that's true.
So they get invited. So I don't know if it's a case of they feel pressure, or if it is they want to give a good review, and then so they'll be invited to other places. Mark and I, it's all self-funded. So we would always give you a true review. and tell you everything, even if someone paid us or gave us something for free, I would still tell you the truth.
The review, I'd rather they didn't, because the review is the review. Sam said each Christmas, so this is going back to Sam's mega sandwich. Each Christmas it depends, but always roast beef and roast pork and crackling. Sometimes turkey and lamb, but a family favorite is roast gammon. Wow. So having all those different meats into your, and you use a Yorkshire pudding to cup it in, that is fantastic.
We usually have pork, beef, lamb.
Yeah.
Your family really like turkey, but no one else likes turkey, so we don't really get turkey.
Nobody else will eat it.
Sometimes I might buy a crown, but I think when they go home, they have a turkey.
Yeah, I think they probably do. Sam said, when a couple of different pan gravies are always best, which are best. So the different gravies. So
yeah, from the relevant meats.
Yeah, exactly. So do you do like a turkey gravy, a chicken gravy, or a gammon gravy, that type of thing to go with it?
My mum does the roast, and she also cooks the meat in the gravy.
Right.
So it's all gravified.
Now then, I'm going to score
Mark
this.
wants to score it because he was itching to eat it.
I better score it before I eat it, and then we can move on to the desserty ones. Right. Okay. So I will start with this one. So this is the spinach and feta. It just says spinach and feta, so it doesn't say what it is. It's a parcel, basically. Let's call it a parcel. It's a filet pastry parcel. Right. I am going to give that an 8. Now, would I get it again? I would. However, it's not for every day. It is quite filling. It's not the healthiest of things to eat, so I wouldn't get it every day. But now and again, if I wanted to treat myself, I would get it. I totally agree with Kelly. It is much better warm. It is much better.
I think
warm.
if we were going around the different stalls and trying different things, I think you'd get that.
Yeah, I would. I would. That was really nice. 8 out of 10. Right. Next up is the olive bread. So you can score this too. So it's olive and cheese bread. Now, I was a little disappointed. There isn't a lot of cheese in this. There's just a tiny bit here and there. So
that's fine for me.
So it's predominantly olive bread, but it is good olive bread.
Yeah, I would score it 7.
I give it a 7 too.
I would get it again.
Now with this olive bread, as you can see, there's generous helpings of olive, but it does need to be a bit bigger. I would prefer to pay a bit more.
Do you mean wider?
Wider and a bit more of a loaf. Because it's so small, of course, it gets a bit dense. You do need to heat it to give it the full fling.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think you do.
You need to,
because obviously when it's all crust, it's a lot chewier because you're biting this smaller circumference. If you get a big slice of it, you've got a much doughier filling as well. So you're only chewing on the outside.
I don't feel that's the case. I think it's the actual bread. So you get different types of bread. I think if they did that with a focaccia, it would be a lot softer. It would be more. But the bread that they use, it's not sourdough, but the crust of that bread borders on that, and it's the crust that's a little bit tough, and if you're not careful, can be a little bit rubbery. But the inside is soft and it's nice even when it's cold. However, you get the best out of it once it's been heated because the crust softens a little bit. And the crust isn't as chewy because it is a little bit chewy.
Sam said, last Christmas, I roasted a whole tray of chicken wings and made chicken gravy.
Wow.
I found some in the freezer the other day. Oh my God, it was so delicious. Isn't that wonderful when you find something in the freezer like that? But you know, bones are the best thing to make gravy. They really are, because obviously you've got all the...
soup?
No, what's the
marrow.
Marrow, that's it. It's the marrow. Marrow in the corner. That once that releases all that flavour... where is it? St. John Street, the restaurant there. They serve bone marrow with, I think it's garlic salt.
Everybody sells bone marrow now.
There you are.
Like if you go to, they do bone marrow mash at Fri-yay. They do bone marrow at Hawksmoor. They do it all over now. Hawksmoor was the first place that I tasted, but it was the actual bone marrow, and I didn't like it. It was just so rich. And we got the natural oil in it, and I just thought, oh no, it's not for me.
So actually, where Kelly says Hawksmoor, they actually serve bone marrow for one of their breakfasts. They do a special breakfast with a bacon chop instead of bacon. Now, we do want to go to Hawksmoor. The problem is this breakfast is meat for 2, and I don't eat meat, so we'll have to go with probably my brother or his girlfriend if they were prepared to be filmed.
I'm not sure Siobhan can get up that early.
Yes.
Sorry, Siobhan.
Right.
Your brother might not have a problem, but I think Siobhan will be very difficult. For her to get
You've
up.
got to get up at like 7. It starts at 7. Catherine said, "Is bread ahead a chain?" Yes, it is.
There are a few around actually, and it's also a bakery school.
It is a bakery school, and also they do one. If you're in London,
Mm.
Catherine, one thing I'd recommend is the bread ahead afternoon tea. It's only in one place, which is at Sloane Square.
Sloane Square, just off Sloane Square.
So that's where it is, but really worth going. So that's bread ahead. It is a chain. They are all over London, and we said there's one in Dubai if you're ever in that area.
I don't think there's too many. I think there's like 5.
Yeah,
6.
I think you might be right.
Yeah,
I
5,
think you
6.
might be right.
Yeah.
Sam said, every time we cook a roast, I freeze a few portions for days. I'm really poorly. I can't do anything. It happens a lot. Oh. Well, do you know what? As you know, it's so good. You prepare for that.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
Hey, Richard. How you doing?
Richard. Hope you're well.
Hello from me, George and Julia. George and Julia is Richard. Hello.
Hi,
good
George
to
and
see
Julia.
you.
Hi.
Nice to see you all. Lovely to see you. Right. So in the remainder of our, I'm going to get a clean knife. I should have bought 2 because that's got spinach all over it. So we're going to do. Now I am wondering if this is like not Dubai. What do you call it? Is it Dubai?
The Dubai chocolate.
Yeah, the Dubai
Kunafi,
chocolate.
Yeah.
So chocolate and pistachio.
But I have a chocolate. I have a kunafi bar.
Bless you.
Which is somebody brought this for me from Dubai. So it's all the way from Dubai. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. But it's not the viral one, but it is based on the viral one, obviously. Made in the same way, but I want to try the big one, the thick one. That's the one I want to try.
Right. Look at that. Nice segue in. Right, okay. Hey, Connie, how are you?
Hey, Connie, I hope you're well.
Good to see you. How are you been? Ooh, Dubai chocolate. Right, now with this, we're going to wonder if this is going to be the same. So this is, as I said, bread ahead's chocolate and pistachio.
It's not got kanafi in it, so it's not going to be the same.
No,
this has kanafi in it.
What is kanafi?
It's the it's like got the pistachio cream and all the crispy bits.
Dubai chocolate, said Catherine. I know. I do want to try that. Right. Okay. Can you guys see that? So look at the middle there. You can just about make out there where the knife is, or over here. That's a little bit of smidgen of chocolate. The rest is pistachio paste. There's a lot.
Chocolate's in it as well.
There's a lot of pistachio paste in there. So it's probably the ratio, almost 50-50 pistachio paste to pastry. And then on the top, you can see there's pistachios on there. So this I'm looking forward to. Sam said, I do the same with cottage pie, spag bowl, etc. So on days I'm so much pain with killer fatigue, I can have a healthy home-cooked meal. Do you know what? It's nice you can do that. I'm sorry. I always feel bad to hear when you're not well, because I know you get it a lot.
I hope that it eases up.
But, you know, the fact that you're really prepared as well, I bet helps a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want half of a half?
Yes, please.
Here we go. So, guys, if you've just joined us, we're reviewing bread ahead, the pistachio and chocolate, not croissant, pan chocolate.
Yeah, croissant.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is dense. Right, that's a pistachio smack to the face. Now, I'm going to say the complete obvious. If you don't like pistachio, this is definitely not for you. It's very, very rich. There's a lot of pistachio in there. The pastry is really good. It's really flaky. You can see the chocolate bits there.
I love this. But there's an almond and chocolate croissant from Rome that beats this. Yep.
Okay.
This is good. Almost as good.
Now, what I will say is this. I would like more chocolate in there, because that literally is it.
No, it isn't, darling.
It is.
No, it isn't. It's a line of chocolate.
Oh, it's a line? Well, I didn't get the line.
Look.
I've got to be honest. All right.
Look, see, look.
My personal thing is it needs more chocolate. That's my personal.
So you got the chocolate here. It's the exact same as if you were making a pan au gratin.
Maybe I got the wrong, because like the way I cut it then, maybe. Because I would like to have a bit more chocolate in it. The chocolate is very rich, but actual fact, maybe a more chocolate would actually make it too rich, maybe. Look at that. You've got all the lovely air bubbles, nice lamination. The topping is delicious. This is very nice. It's very dense. Could I eat a whole one? Yes, but I
was about to say, don't try it.
No, but I'm just saying it will really fill you. Someone like you, I don't think you could eat a whole one. I think
no.
I think you would struggle to eat that. It's big and it's dense. That being said, it is very, very good. It is very, very good. Right, we'll score that in a bit. Sam, oh yeah, we read that one, Sam. Right, okay. Now, last up, this may be one that Zachary likes.
I'm not sure I can handle another one.
Go on, just have a little bit. Okay, so look, that is a whole thing of frosting. Now, if I take this out gently, I mean gently, yeah, I managed to do that. This is the Cinnabon roll. Look how much topping you get. Now, normally when you have a Cinnabon roll, it's just a layer of icing on top of that. That is all frosting. That is all frosting. It's like a cream cheese frosting. So
let me just
take a snap of that.
Yeah.
It's funny. You guys always ask us, what are you having for dinner? For me, it mainly is this because I know we're doing a massive taste test. Right, okay. I'm going to do you want half of a half or quarter of a half?
I don't want half. So I just want a corner of something. I am so full. Yeah.
Okay.
And then what you can do is cut that half.
Oh, just take a bite of it. Just take a bite of it the rest of the way. Otherwise, it becomes so difficult to cut.
Yeah, I asked Mark to do one thing and it becomes so difficult.
Right, check that out, guys. Look at the layers in there. You can just see those layers and you can see how thick that topping is. That does look nice. That does look like it's again very spongy.
This is very much Mark.
Yeah,
I got it because I knew that this would be very much.
I was gonna fool myself and have a quarter of a quarter. No,
he's gonna have the whole thing.
Okay, here we go. Oh wow,
that is definitely a cream cheese frosting.
The cream cheese is actually quite tart.
Yeah, it is a little bit tart.
It's tart. It's not sweet. I was expecting that to be really, really sweet.
It's not my thing.
No.
But that's definitely Mark's thing.
And to be honest with you, this is a very, very, very good cinnamon roll. I think the topping needs to be sweet.
What? Oh, it should be tart.
No.
And yeah, it is the sweetness of this and that and blah blah blah.
Now I've got to say, I know why it is quite sharp because this is sweet. So then you've got this sharp thing, and it is a beautiful contrast between the two. And I can understand why they've done it. If this was really sweet and this was really sweet, that's going to be a real sugar sweet hit. But for me, and this is just for me, I would prefer if that was a bit sweeter. But the bun itself is delicious. It's beautifully baked. It's got a very nice cinnamon flavor to it. Not overpowered cinnamon. You know how some of these cinnamon things could be so overpowered. This isn't.
Let me take a picture of the inside.
But it does. It's got almost like a lemony flavor to it. It's got actually lemony flavor to it. Look at this. Instagram hit. So again, this is going to be difficult actually to say what I prefer. I would normally definitely go for the cinnamon, but I'm not so sure.
I'm quite shocked considering you do like things that are slightly tangy, like lemon curds, because like you look quite like all the curds and stuff like that.
True, but and you are right, but sometimes I think it's a bit too much of a muchness. Right.
There we go.
Now, let me put my money where my mouth is. Right. Okay. Let's score. So we are going for the pistachio croissant.
I would score that an 8.
I'm going to give it a 7. Now, the reason I'm going to give it a 7, I would give it more. I do think...
You want more chocolate?
Yeah, and I do. I think just that ratio there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about the ratio of pistachio. That is good. I would like it if it's a bit lighter, like a pistachio cream.
Right.
This is a very dense pistachio.
Yeah.
That, for me, personally, would give it a high score, but it is very nice. Again, I would be tempted to warm this and see if it is better.
It probably would be better warm for sure.
Now you would not be able to warm the other one.
No.
No way, unless you were to scrape the topping off. This one you can't do. So let me just do it on its side. There you go. You can see that generous layer of topping there. What are you scoring this?
It's not fair for me to score it because I don't like cinnamon buns.
All right, I'll score it. So I'm going to give this an 8. It would get a 9 if the frosting was different, but I do like the contrast of it, and it's growing on me. Originally, I was like, I'm not so sure, but
I know he wants to eat this.
Oh, I do want to eat it, but I'm not going to eat it now because it's not good. Now, the problem when I do these lives, I end up eating about 5 cakes, which is really not good.
Well, considering I've only bought 2, you're good to go.
No, with all the other stuff. But yeah, that does shock me how tangy that frosting is.
I am shocked that, I mean, if it was sweeter, I would like it. But to be fair, I would only like the cream cheese frosting, to be fair. So it does surprise me that Mark doesn't enjoy the tang, because he's always talking about the tang this, the tang that. So well, it does surprise me.
I'm upset now, so I have my spinach. So there we are, guys. I hope you enjoyed that review. That is our little review of Bread Ahead on the live, as we always like to do. If anybody's at all interested, there is the website address, www.breadahead.com, if anybody wants to have a look at it. They do, as Kelly said, they have a bakery school you can go to. You can book lessons at the bakery school. Funny enough, when we went to have the afternoon tea, we saw the kitchen where they did the school there. So it wasn't running at the time because they were using it to obviously do the afternoon tea. But they do that. So if you are interested in doing some bakery lessons, there you are. Check it out on the website.
Yeah, definitely check it out on the website to see where they do it, in what locations and stuff, for sure.
I think, but for people not in London, it might be a little bit difficult because I think they mainly are in London. But
unless you're in Dubai.
Yeah, then you can. I don't know if they do the cookery sessions there.
Yeah.
But there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. That is our review on that. I'm going to eat my spinach and enjoy this while we do the rest of the live. So, guys, what are you up to this weekend? Has anybody got anything interesting planned? Are you going to go out doing some foodie stuff? If you do, let us know.
So I have got so we've got a video coming up on Saturday at 5:30.
Yeah.
We're going to be in Epcot, and it's when we do the photo shoot. So when Mark arranged my birthday photo shoot. It wasn't my birthday on that day, but it was one of the activities that we did. So keep an eye out for that. And if you're interested, because if you are going to go to Florida at some point, and you think, oh, do you know what, that would be a great gift for someone, then yeah, Mark sort of talks about it, shows you where to go and stuff like that. Yeah, and how much it is and everything. So that's really good.
Keep talking, so I'm finished this.
How about you read the chat?
Sorry, I thought I'd get away with it then. Sam said, we'll be moving stuff and picking up furniture. Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh.
Well, so, Sam, listen, best of luck, honestly, for the move. I really do wish Nick well in his move and family, because I know it's this is one of the most stressful times moving. But do you know what? It's the start of a new adventure. I think they're going to have such fun.
They're going to have so much fun. And, you know, it's just going to be it's going to be really, really nice. Really, honestly.
Catherine, you're putting us to shame. I'll be spring cleaning on Saturday. Excuse me. You are putting us to shame. We need to do that, I'm telling you.
Yeah, for sure.
If we did it properly, we will probably fill up about 9 skips of rubbish with the amount we've got. So that is really, really good. Actually, clear, was it clear?
Yeah.
Clear mind?
Yeah.
Cleanliness is close to godliness. That was it. Yeah, so once you get that as well, that's going to be amazing. Yeah, so we, like I say, we haven't quite decided which foodie thing we're doing this week. It's not like us, actually. We haven't booked anything for this weekend. I'm going to book something for next weekend for sure.
Yeah. I think because we were bouncing around a couple of ideas, and one didn't come up more than the other. So I think that's what we just eat it. Fine. Yeah. Just eat it.
Sorry. Go on, you carry on talking. I'm going to eat.
Because it's staring at him, you see, so he has to eat it. Because it's just there.
It's really not a good idea. I do live food reviews. It really isn't. Right.
But yeah, I think nothing has sort of like popped more than the other, because sometimes I'll have an idea and I'll want to do that, or Mark will say, well, what about this? But nothing has really. There's a couple of suggestions that Mark has made, and I'm like, I'm not sure. Maybe further on down the line, but I think we kind of have an idea of where we're going to go. So your guess will be as good as ours by the time we decide where we're going.
Yes, St. Cott said, I'm decorating and hoping not to concede too many goals against Liverpool. So I know Southampton have got Liverpool this weekend. I mean, it's just sod's law. When you want to try and get some points to try and climb up that league, you've got Liverpool next. Your only hope, though, St. Cott, is that they were absolutely battered by PSG at the on Wednesday, was it? So you may have a chance.
Paris Saint-Germain for the rest of you
That's
guys.
it. Well done. I'm very, very impressed.
If you don't know.
Yeah. So you may have a chance. Sam said, "Oh, lovely, Catherine. I'm sad about the kids moving out, but excited to renew my home."
Yeah,
I know.
It's bittersweet, isn't it? And it will feel empty for a little while, but then you'll get back to how it used to be and stuff like that. But it is bittersweet for sure.
No, I know. Yeah. But you know what, Sam? I know you've got so many good ideas. All the photographs that you were sending us throughout the year about all the decorations you've done, all the things, because you've got quite a few things from Timo, I remember. You had all the lovely stained glass you did. This is your chance to completely renovate your home now and have a new style.
Yeah.
Catherine said, Sam, once it's done, it will be like a new home. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sam said, I'm thinking of lots of white and maybe grey. And I've fallen in love with the mirrored furniture. My place is very small and want it fresh and clean with all my plants. Interesting. So, Sam, are you, because I know with you, you've got all these beautiful trinkets in your home, especially like on the mantelpiece and what have you. Are you going to have that as your like decoration throughout the home? Are you going to go for something like mirrored, to, obviously like the mirror to make the place look bigger? Or are you going to go for something a bit more minimalist? What's your plan? And I like the idea of white and grey. This is a good idea. If you ever go into the white company, obviously because everything's white because it's the white company, but you've got that like really white, clean look to it.
It's just that when Sam was talking about the mirror furniture, in my mind I'm thinking Tiffany's, because there's lots of Tiffany furniture like dressing table with mirrors on it, and there's mirrors on the leg, and there's mirrors. So yeah, in my mind, I suppose I'm thinking of that, and it's grey as well, mirrored and grey.
Good one. This is a lot chewing. I was hoping I'd get away with that, but right,
not with all that chewing. No, I'm waiting for you to read comments. Unless you want me to put my glasses on.
No. Right, professional now. I'll still have all my pretty bits, all the trinkets, but need it easy to control and clean. Yeah, I think. But where we go wrong, and we do go wrong, is Kelly and I get so much clutter that it's a nightmare to clean, because you have to go through all the little intricate bits, dusting around, dusting on top, dusting around. Where if it's minimalist, it's so much easier.
So much easier. So much easier.
Excuse me. Sam said, Kelly, mirrored furniture that reflects candlelight and sunlight in my bedroom. Do you have crystals? Because obviously when the light comes in, it gives it the nice, what do you call it? The colours around the room.
What do they call it? It's an ism.
Refraction, isn't it?
It's an ism.
Prism?
Something like that. Yeah.
Where
you get the rainbow effect.
A rainbow effect. It sounds amazing. And also as well, what please do let us know and keep us updated on your journey when you're doing your decorating journey. We always like to hear how that is, and we love seeing the photographs as well. There's quite a few of you doing tidying up and decorating
and stuff. We need to get to it at some point.
Oh yeah,
we've got so much stuff to move and to decorate. I would dread it.
Kelly's mum once came around our house and said, "I'm come here to help you tidy up, but I don't know where to start." And then that's as far as it went.
Yeah, I would dread to think like how we would Oh, stop talking now.
Look, did that on purpose. It's so good. It's like a dough ball. Right. That's the last. Sorry, guys. I will stop now.
Until he starts on the cakes.
I know. The problem is I have to put them away, right? I put them all away in bags. because they're just staring at me otherwise. It's just go, eat me, eat me, eat me. Go on then. So yeah, we'll do that. Right, my hands are all sticky too. Yeah, so just quickly again, because I mentioned it very, very briefly at the start of the live. Excuse me. So on Sunday, 5 o'clock, we'll be uploading Kai. Now, Kai is the afternoon tea that Kelly and I went to a couple of weekends ago. Was it last weekend? Actually?
Last weekend.
So yeah, it's actually last weekend. So I've caught up with all the videos, so we're pretty much up to date. So it was an absolutely wonderful experience. Sam, I think you'll really like all the different styles and the flavors and stuff like that from this restaurant, because it was Chinese themed, but there were so many sort of theatre elements to it that they did, or surprises. So
traditions.
Yeah, because don't you think that each time they brought something out, I think, oh wow, that is such a good idea.
Yeah.
Very, very simple, very basic, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, and it was just, but the atmosphere, the lighting, how they did it was really, really impressive. I'm not easily impressed. I'll tell you that much.
No, that's true.
And I'll go into a place and I'm thinking, oh, like, so when we went to Lombard Street, the atrium was lovely. I went in with high hopes thinking, this is going to be nice. Let me tell you, I was so disappointed. Then I did not have any high hopes. I just thought, why has Mark put this place? Oh my God, we're going to go here. All right, I'm just going to shut up and just going to, but I was pleasantly, so I was so shocked about the ambiance, because when we walked in, it wasn't even, it just looked like a restaurant when you walk in.
Well, that's what it is. So basically it is so Kai, sorry, just briefly, I was going to say, so Kai is actually, for the majority of the time, a restaurant, but downstairs they have a small area which they book off for afternoon tea. Now there's very few tables for the afternoon tea, and it only runs from 3 p.m. till 4:30. So it's a very small window that they do it for. So when I booked it, I thought, wow, this is so I really wanted to get the 3 o'clock booking, because we always try to get the earliest booking. And it's Kai, it's in Mayfair. So again, I was thinking, and it's for £52 per person for afternoon tea in central London. It was very good value for money.
So when we walked in, there was a bar at the side and all of this, and I just thought, oh, I've got no high expectations for this place. And then on top, we had to walk down these stairs, and they did like really nice things, like they put some lighting on either side of the stairs. You walk down, and it was really nice. And they had, them concertina things, to a room separator, a room apparatus, or whatever it's called. And so they had like an oriental type one. So I don't know if that's like a semi-private space maybe on that side. And then you go around the corner, and they've done it lovely. And so all the tables were set out. You'll see how the tables are set up. It's very, very nice. And then they showed us to our seat. But the table that they did seat us at was a little bit small for the stuff that they were bringing, because then we had to move. But I find that with a lot of afternoon teas, when it's when you're a couple, and they want to bring out all of this stuff, and it's like the smallest table, and it's just like, right, well, now I've got to move this, and I've got to move that, blah blah blah. And roast's table was even small. This was actually bigger, larger than roast's table. And so they brought out all the stuff, and I've got to say, I was blown away. I was just like, oh my God, this is one of the best afternoon teas that we've done and we've been to. And I went there with no expectation. Well,
no expectations. Kelly went with.
I was like, oh my God.
Excuse me. So yeah, like I said, we definitely recommend this one. This is one of the best ones we have done. Not necessarily the best, but it's up there. It is up there.
The thing is, I feel like roast and Kai are fighting for the top spot.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
Roast and Kai, and they're the more reasonable ones, reasonably priced ones. So it just shows you don't have to spend like £85 or whatever it is to get a really good afternoon tea. These were £50. So Kai was £49. And I can't remember how much roast was. I think it might have been 50 or something like that as well. 50 or 52.
49, I think it was.
Yeah, and I think Kai was 49 as well, was it?
No, Kai was 52.
Okay. Oh, yes, you're right. Roast was 49. And so you're looking roughly around the £50 mark. And and they're really good in different aspects. So for me, roast was really good with their savouries and their sweets. So both were really good. And the fact that you had a mixture of afternoon tea and high tea, really, that was really good. I liked the area. I liked the restaurant. They decorated the restaurant nice.
This is roast.
The quality of the food and the quality of the ingredients to a high standard. It's really, really good. I was talking to one of my colleagues at work, and they were saying it was so good because we went one time, and he said it was so good. He's going to take his other half.
Oh, wow.
He said he hasn't eaten food like that in a long, long time. It is really good at roast. Anyway, so then we now have Kai. Kai's atmosphere, top tier. Lovely.
Agreed. Apart from
lovely.
The music.
Well, yeah, the music didn't match the setting. It was very weird because I was thinking it'd be like, like spa type music. Bling, 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 or something like that.
But it was very sort of like film noirish jazz. It was quite unusual.
It was very weird. Yeah, film noir. It was, yeah. But I was expecting it to be more comforting, sort of like music that you might hear when you're getting a massage done or something like that. That's what I was thinking, and I think that would have probably sat better than the music that they had. But anyway, and what I liked about it, the savouries were excellent.
Yeah, I agree.
There was only one thing I didn't like of those savouries, just one, which was this. Well, you'll see. I gave mine to Mark.
Now, Kelly and I totally disagreed on the desserts. Kelly wasn't enamoured by them. I loved them. So we'll be really interested to hear your guys' opinion on what you think from viewing them.
Yeah, I just didn't think that the sweets were great.
I thought they were really good. So
yeah,
there's only one sweet Kelly and I totally agreed we didn't particularly enamoured with, but the rest we totally disagreed on.
Yeah, and I think as well for me, this is always the case with afternoon tea. The sweets never match. The sweets are never great, or the savouries are never great. One or the other is never really. Do you know what I mean? But at roast, the sweets were good, and at Fortnum and Mason, the sweets were good as well. Although Fortnum and Mason have gone like down. We will try that again. We love Fortnum's. And so we must go there to see if they have improved.
Now, Fortnum's have now gone up to £82 per person. So it has risen to quite a lot. Now, that's a lot. When you consider they charge 15% service charge, so you're looking at an additional £30 you've got to pay for a tip. That's a lot. That is a lot.
Is it £30?
Yeah.
Oh, for the two of us,
yeah, that's what it works out. Sam, for two people. Sam said, I've got a few lovely crystals in little crystal hangers. Yes, I thought you'd have crystals. I knew you're kind of a spiritual person. Catherine said, or maybe Kai, they're trialing the popularity of the afternoon tea. Now, possibly it is a semi-new one. It has popped up on our TikTok. So again, as Tia had said, we can never trust these TikTok reviews because so I thought, well, it looks nice. I will give it a go. And I've got to say, it was very pleasantly surprised.
See, with themed afternoon teas, they are very, very hit and miss. So hit and miss. One of the prime examples is the Alice in Wonderland at Sanderson's.
Yeah.
And every time they change, it's hit and miss, hit and miss, hit and miss. Like one year, lovely toasted sandwiches. Next year, fillings with so much cream cheese is disgusting. And then another year they do cheese scones, savory cheese and chive, or cheese and coriander or something like that. Beautiful.
Yeah, I like those.
I never in a million years ever thought I would like cheese scones, but these were beautiful. And so it is very hit and miss whenever they change. And themed afternoon teas, I feel like that's what it is, just themed. Like Chesterfield used to switch up. Now I do love the Chesterfield. I love the where they have the afternoon tea, the way they treat you. It's very much like it's a grand affair and all of this. Unfortunately for me, I love their savouries, but their sweets, and it's sweet shop themed as well on top of that. and I don't really rate their sweets, unfortunately. But sometimes when they used to change, like they used to do like a Willy Wonka one, they did one based on bees because they had bees on the rooftop. So they really incorporated that in their afternoon tea. And they always used to switch it up. And so it would always be nice. But now they just stuck to the sweet shop theme, which is okay.
Sam said, one of my granddaughters is called Crystal. Oh, do you see the crystal? Sam said, I've got a beautiful big shard of amethyst that would be perfect added to the top of a homemade wand. Maybe one day.
A nice wand.
It's almost like wiki. Yeah, you've got Sam, you're so spiritual. You're a very, very spiritual person, I have to say.
I was going to debate. Well, I was debating at the time whether I would have a rose made or a wand made in Disney's Magic Kingdom. They do one with all these crystals.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And these crystals mean this and crystals mean that, and you can fill it with the crystals that you choose. But yeah, I was debating either a wand or a flower. Maybe I'll do both, but one year and one the next year, possibly.
Potentially, who knows? Right, guys, we have just gone past 8 o'clock. So I think we will leave the live there. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us and indulging us in our bread ahead review. Excuse me, I've got to say that pastry is really hitting me. So that was a bread ahead review that we did. Sam said, I'd love some twisted willow for my amethyst wand. Oh, I can imagine that as well. Ornate, you can actually twist the willow almost yourself, couldn't you? Because it's quite malleable. I
don't know willow really that well.
I think willow is what you make cricket bats with. So yeah, it's that would be amazing, Sam. You could carve it yourself. It's very Lord of the Rings or Hobbit type thing.
I imagine not Hobbit, but in my mind when you said willow tree, I was thinking Wind in the Willows.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
Anyway, guys, we shall leave it there. Have a wonderful weekend, whatever you guys get up to. Thank you. And again, thank you so much for joining us on the live. We always enjoy your company. We always do. So, like as always, have a wonderful weekend, whatever you guys get up to. I know a lot of you are decorating or spring cleaning. So may that go very well for you. That is it from Mark and Kelly's trip tips and things for this week. But we will be back Tuesday, 6:30 UK time, where we'll be trying to get our hands on some hot cross buns.
Is that going to be Tuesday?
Yeah, if you guys are up for it.
I'm just thinking because Easter is April.
Now you said I want to do it ahead so guys can see our review.
I agree, and I stand by that.
Now it changes.
I stand by that. However, I was thinking in April.
So you want to postpone it to April?
No, we can do it next week. I was just thinking, is that what we're doing?
Well, that was the agreement.
Yeah, but no.
Well,
the agreement was before Easter, yes. But I was thinking we would do it in April, so it was close to Easter, but still before, like 2 weeks before Easter.
Do you guys want the hot cross buns in Easter or March? Let us know.
Do you want it next? Well, do you want to do it on Tuesday? Would you like us to get hot cross buns on Tuesday?
So yeah, let us know. Whoever says it first in the comments, that will be, or if you'd rather be it for April.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, you guys decide. That's what we're doing. Like I say, have a wonderful weekend, whatever you get up to. As I say, on Saturday will be MK Vacays. Hot cross buns, said Connie. We are doing it.
All right,
Tuesday it is.
Tuesday it is then.
So we will be doing that. So look at that. That's what I love about Connie. Straight into it. And it's buns. So yeah, on this Saturday, we've got our MK Vacays video that will be up on 5:30. And on Sunday will be the Kai afternoon tea on Mark and Kelly's trip tips and things, which will be at 5 o'clock.
Yes. And just to say thank you for all the likes. We really appreciate it. The more likes that we have, it will be pushed out to other potential viewers.
Oh, so there's 2 of you wanting the hot cross buns, right? Lots of love, guys. We will stick with that, as we said, and we will see you on Tuesday. Nick, hello.
Hi, Nick.
Well, how are you doing as well? All the best, Nick. We just wanted to wish you all the best for your move.
Oh, bless you. Yes, all the best for your move, and I'm sure it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, and I'm really, really, really happy for you. Yeah, we really are do. So we're sending our love and a safe journey to your new adventure and home. Oh, Catherine, that's a third for hot cross buns. Right.
Hot cross buns it is then.
You guys wanted it, you will get it. All right, guys. Just missed you. Doing good. Good, I'm glad to. Say hello to Zachary.
Yes.
Take care, guys, and we will see you on Tuesday. And don't forget,
melt my cheese.
You know it. We'll see you Saturday. Have a wonderful weekend, guys.
Bye for now.